I made this film, Be Known, a couple of years ago about the jazz drummer Kahil El-Zabar, primarily because as a really good friend for 25 years, I felt that his story has never really been told. He is a American treasure. Kahil and I met in the late 80s, early 90s. I saw him play live in a loft in Chicago, and his concert was absolutely electrifying. And I just realized that no one really had documented what this person means to American music. And subsequently, over the years, he's won many jazz downbeat poll contests as the best jazz drummer in the world, the best percussionist in the world. But it turns out that no one really in America knows who he is, and he's from Chicago. He plays what they call an earth drum, and he learned in Ghana years ago when he was 19 how to play an earth drum. And earth drums are made by drummers. They're custom built. He learned how to do it, and he was playing this thing in a syncopated way that I had never seen before. And the band was in a groove, and the music was phenomenal. And I thought to myself, I've never heard music like this before in pop or jazz. It was something in the middle. And I thought, this guy has to be recorded. Someone has to make a film about him. Someone has to document him. I said to him a few years ago, in order for you to have someone appreciate you, you have to be known. And he said, what does that mean? I said, people have to know who you are to know what you've done. Over the years, he has become more known overseas, in Europe, in Asia and Africa, but he has really no real presence in terms of popularity in America. So I thought to myself, maybe I should just follow him for a couple of months on a tour. So in the midst of all the things he was doing, he was teaching. He was also doing workshops on the road. He was doing all types of things with the band in terms of managing his own band, and also touring from Europe to America, from Spokane to Bordeaux to Israel to Italy. We went everywhere in 2 months. And I saw him with his band, keeping them together, keeping them on point in terms of the music, but also he was going through a lot of personal problems where he was involved with a woman years ago, and she was claiming that he had fathered a child and he wasn't acknowledging it, and he didn't know if this was his child. So this was going on in his life, and it was a personal meltdown. In addition to the music being so good, there was also this personal thing happening to him that was finding a breaking point. And I record all of this, and I record how the band was playing with him and sometime not in the same connection with him. And then miraculously, he got a phone call from George Lucas from Star Wars fame. And George Lucas was making a series of films about the most famous people of the 20th century in his own mind, people who had really influenced art, culture, technology in America. And he picked Kahil because he had seen Kahil play in New York many years ago. And he said when he was at the deepest, darkest point of his life. And Kahil got this phone call and said, I got a call from George Lucas. I'm going to be in a documentary with George Lucas. I thought, this is amazing. And it was an amazing thing to see this happen and how the music changed and how he changed. So the film is called Be Known because I think he wants to be known. And I think that you need to know him. So the story has gone full circle of a man who no one has known, who's made a major impact in American musical history, to the point where I felt I had to finish this film. I need your help. So if you can give anything from $1 to 100, from 100 to 1,000, whatever you like to give, I would appreciate it. I've shot the entire film. and now we just want to edit it with the love and care that we all can put into it. I thank you very much. I hope you like Be Known.